what's up guys, this is me Shanti and you're watching me on my YouTube channel The Layer V. In today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions on Innisfree's My Foundation. I recently picked this up not too long ago. I want to say about a couple of days back, about 2 days back. I picked this up from Tampines Mall. I was really curious because it was like a mixture of how you can actually build your coverage and perfect your moisture level, however you want the foundation to be of moisture content as well as coverage. I was really intrigued by this option, go about customizing to get your own foundation. So I got myself the shade M31 and this is in 1.5. What it essentially means is that it's supposed to give you a matte, also a very perfect coverage. I am pretty stoked to find out that Innisfree is also coming up with a lot more shade variety for a lot more people like us. If you're keen on finding out how this foundation actually goes on the skin, I'm going to be showing it to you on live on camera, how the foundation actually applies on my skin. Beauty sponge is on this side and the brush side is on this side, and I feel like both sides are of like really even coverage, which I am loving. I already have the foundation on for about, I want to say, more than 90 minutes. It's been quite a while since I last sat down and applied my makeup, and I have been running around the house and doing some things and came back to finish the introduction of this video. So I am really liking how the foundation is sitting, and if you'd like to know more about this foundation first impressions, then please keep on watching. Wait a minute, if you're newly watching me and this video for the first time, then thank you so much for taking time out of your day to click on this video and even watch this video. Hi, my name is Shanti, I'm from Singapore and I create content around beauty tutorials, makeup reviews as well as beauty product reviews on this channel, which I call my home, and I would love for you to consider subscribing for new video contents that goes up on every Friday at 6 PM, and I've been doing this for the past 5 years, and I would really love for you to support me on my YouTube journey. And that's a little thing to ask from you, just subscribe perhaps. All you have to do is just click on the subscribe button right down this video. Make sure to click on the bell icon next to it just so that you'll be updated whenever new videos like this go up on my channel. If you want to know what are my first thoughts and impression about this Innisfree My Foundation, then please keep on watching. So we're going to be beginning off with the face base, and today we're going to be testing out the all-new foundation that I had stumbled across my nearest Innisfree counter. It's the My Foundation by Innisfree that looks like this, and there's not a lot of information that I could actually read out to you because it's either in Korean, Japanese or Chinese, which are languages that I don't read and write, so I'm not able to tell you what are the information that are written in the box. But it is made with Jeju volcanic powder. That's something that Innisfree takes a lot of pride in because it takes a lot of the Jeju volcanic properties, the goodness of it, into a lot of their products. And there's a little bit of information at the back. It's supposed to be a personalized foundation for the right level of moisture, coverage and shade for your skin. It is said to be this foundation needs to be shaken well before use. After using a makeup base or primer, apply an appropriate amount and evenly smooth over face. Gently pat to finish. And it also says, there's a caution over here that says immediately stop using in case of skin abnormalities after use. And always recap after use. Use as quickly as possible after opening. I believe this is in the shade N31. And I chose the foundation coverage of 1.5, which is velvet matte. So I'm just going to be removing the foundation from the packaging itself. It's nicely packaged. So this is supposed to be N31, a reading of 1.5 that actually translates to being a matte foundation, and it has a perfect coverage. There are 11 shades to choose from, and it can also build your coverage whether you want natural or somewhere in between, demi-matte or just like a very velvet matte finish. The foundation comes in a frosted glass packaging like so, and it contains 30 milliliters of its foundation, very box standard, and you're supposed to be using the product for at least 12 months after opening it. And it comes with a nice cap and a lovely pump, which is really nice to know. So let's get trying the foundation onto my face. For the first half of my face, I'm going to be applying it with a beauty sponge like this one. This is by Cosmetics by Glow Sponge. The next half, I'm going to be using a buffing brush, preferably something like this, just to buff the product in and see which side gives a better coverage. As with all foundations, I usually would go in with a pore minimizing primer, and it will be of no different for today. I'm going to be using the Sephora's Pore and Fine Liner. This is from the Sephora collection line. I absolutely love it. And on my face right now, I only have moisturizer, eye cream, sunscreen, as well as I did my eyebrows off camera just so that it saves some time. Okay, now that the primer is down, let's see how much of a one pump is. So I'm just going to be taking one pump and applying it to the first half of my face. So not so bad, one pump actually gives you this amount of product. I usually would just stick with a very little amount of product. So I'm going to be using my beauty sponge for the right side of my face. And I'm just going to be lightly dabbing it. Oh, it has a scent. It's a light floral powdery kind of scent, like those Marks and Spencer body lotion, Crabtree and Maybelline type of hand lotion type of scent. If that bothers you, you probably might want to take note of it. So the foundation actually went on really well and quickly, and it blended with ease. It really did manage to even out my skin complexion, which I'm really happy. And do I have any more product? That's about it. And the whole of one pump went straight onto the right side of my face. And without any concealer, this is how the right side looks like, which I'm not really too mad about. It has a very natural looking. It doesn't feel sticky, and it feels like it's almost setting. But when I did ask the representative at Innisfree, she did say that if you're used to setting your foundation, then just go ahead and set the foundation like you would normally would. But I feel like the foundation has settled well. It doesn't feel wet. It's pretty dry on the skin already. So I'm going to be taking another pump. Unlike a lot of other foundation pumps, one pump actually dispenses a lot, but I feel like this one pump has very little product, which is quite nice. I'm going to be using a buffing brush this time round, and I'm just going to be lightly pressing. The scent does linger around for a couple of seconds, and then you completely, the scent almost disappears unless you bring it very close to your nostrils. But yeah, I feel like it's kind of a very nice natural looking coverage so far. And on this side of the face, I feel like it has just a hairline more coverage than this side, than the brush side. That's just my observation. And I'm almost done. There is no more foundation left on the back of my head. So far so good. I am really liking it. So moving on to do a little bit of correction under my under eyes, I'm just going to be applying foundation and I'm going to be doing some setting work as well. I'm going to be using the ColourPop Snow Filter Concealer. This is in the shade 28. Okay, so now that we are done, I'm going to be setting my whole face down. I'm going to be using the Rimmels Stay Matte Pressed Powder. And just make sure that there are no creases underneath. And I'm just going to be looking up while taking a swirl of the product and setting it under the eye. I'll be done with the rest of the face and I'll be right back. So right now, I am back with the full face of makeup. If you're wondering how to get this eye makeup look, the look should be up on my Instagram stories not too far from now when this video goes up. And if you're not following me on Instagram, then please do so follow me. I do a lot more lifestyle, fashion, styling tips and beauty content as well. And I have been really liking how the makeup, the foundation to be exact, is sitting on my skin. It has been really nice and smooth, and it's not breaking up and it's not defining a lot of my fine lines and textures that I have with my trouble acne prone skin. And I feel like the color match, which is N31, where's that box? N31 has been a great match for my skin. I didn't feel like it was too yellow or too orange or too pink or even too a little bit green. It's very much on a neutral side, like what the color actually represents as N31. I really am liking this foundation. Also want to point out that the foundation was really nicely sitting on my skin and it's not just like laying on top of the surface. I really make sure that I buff the foundation really well into my skin. Since the foundation is sitting really very nicely, I'm just looking at my mirror right here. If you see me looking at this side, I also want to point out that the blush, highlighter, the rest of the products that went on top of the foundation also lay it really nicely, and I'm really happy with how the foundation is looking like. I most probably might want to do a check-in on my Instagram stories, so if you want to know how this foundation actually hold up, then I suggest that you check me out on Instagram. I'll put a link to where you can find me on my Instagram handle right here. That's it for today's video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed watching my first impressions video on my foundation from Innisfree. And if you enjoyed watching this kind of videos, then let me know. Do leave me a comment down in the info bar below. No, do leave me a comment down in the comment section below. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider doing so. All that will be needed is for you to click on the subscribe button right down this video that says subscribe right here. Make sure to click on it and there'll be a bell icon next to it just as well. Make sure to click on it just so that you'll be updated and notified whenever new videos like this go up on my channel. And I shall catch you very soon in my next week's video.